Have you ever sat down, ready to watch something on Netflix after a long day, only to spend what feels like an eternity, maybe 20 minutes or more, scrolling endlessly? You're overwhelmed by the sheer volume, the endless rows of movies and shows, each vying for your attention. And then, defeated by the options, you end up watching nothing at all. The TV goes off and you're left feeling more drained than when you started. Yeah, I've been there. It's a familiar scenario, isn't it? And it's not just Netflix that triggers this feeling. Take, for instance, shopping online for a new pair of sneakers. There are 1,000 colors, styles, brands, reviews. It's enough to make anyone dizzy. The choices seem limitless, each with its own set of pros and cons. This is called choice overload, or the paradox of choice. It's a very real phenomenon in our modern world. It's the idea that having more options seems great, a sign of progress and freedom, but it can actually make us feel anxious, indecisive, and ultimately less happy with whatever we pick. We become paralyzed by the possibilities. It sounds backwards, right? Counterintuitive even. I mean, more choices should mean more freedom, more chances to get exactly what I want, tailored perfectly to my needs and desires. But in reality, it just piles on the pressure, creating a sense of obligation to make the choice. Suddenly I'm thinking, what if I make the wrong choice? What if I regret this later? What if there's something better I'm missing? Something just slightly better that would have made all the difference. This isn't just about streaming entertainment or buying consumer goods. It happens with big stuff too, the life-altering decisions like choosing a career path, picking a college major that will shape your future, or deciding where to live and build your life. Young adults today have more paths than ever before, an unprecedented level of opportunity, but that can also mean more second-guessing, more what-ifs swirling in their minds, and more fear of missing out on some incredible alternative life. Making decisions, especially complex ones, takes a significant amount of mental energy. It's a cognitive workout. When I have too many options in front of me, all vying for my attention, my brain starts to short-circuit. It's like a computer trying to run too many programs at once. I either freeze up and do nothing, completely paralyzed by the possibilities, or I finally pick something, often out of sheer exhaustion, and then immediately wonder if I made the right call. Buyer's remorse sets in instantly. Sometimes, the more options I have, the less satisfied I am with the one I choose. The bar is set so high that nothing can truly measure up. Sound familiar? Have you experienced this yourself? Here's a little trick that helps me navigate this paradox. Instead of searching for the absolute best, the perfect, optimal choice, I go for good enough. I aim for satisfactory, not superlative. Psychologists call this satisficing. It's a blend of satisfy and suffice. I set some basic criteria, a few essential requirements, and when I find something that matches those, I stop looking. I resist the urge to keep searching for something marginally better. It's like giving myself permission to move on and enjoy what I've picked, to appreciate its merits without constantly comparing it to alternatives, instead of endlessly comparing and doubting my decision, trapped in a loop of analysis paralysis. If you're stuck in a choice spiral, feeling overwhelmed by the options, try narrowing your options ahead of time. Be proactive in limiting the field. Limit your search to 3 or 4 choices. Curate a smaller selection to choose from. Ask yourself what actually matters to you. What are your core values and priorities in this situation? Sometimes fewer options means more peace of mind, less stress, less anxiety, and more time to actually enjoy your life rather than agonizing over decisions. So next time you find yourself lost in a sea of choices, drowning in possibilities, remember, more isn't always better. Quantity doesn't always equal quality, especially when it comes to choices. Sometimes, less really is more. Simplicity can be a powerful tool for happiness and contentment, and that's a choice worth making. A conscious decision to embrace simplicity and find satisfaction in good enough.